It should be interesting, it should be fun. Let's pause the music and let's bring the game up. Okay guys, so welcome to the fifth game in the Roma versus Titanic series, and this one we have got a deathmatch game. A deathmatch game will feature in all sets of the group stage of War is Coming. This one should be interesting. It may be over very quickly, or it may be an absolute slog match, but we've got a 2v2 deathmatch game here. Up to the north of the map in the green we have Anton, aka Bender. Thank you for reminding me in the chat. He's playing as the Persians up to the very top of the map. Down to the south, his teammate in the yellow, we've got Sandstripe playing as the Japanese. Sandstripe, aka Fëanor. If you know who Fëanor is, he is playing, like I say, as the Japanese. On the other side of the map, we've got Rox for Roma in the purple, playing as the Japanese to the far southwest, and over to the far west of the map in the teal, we've got Cloud playing as the Persians. So deathmatch, an interesting element being added to this this series of games. And starting things off, Anton Bender putting up 5 castles, 6 castles even, right outside of his base here. Just 6 castles going straight up. Cloud, on the other hand, 2 castles up, but 4 stable production of camels straight out. And both of these guys with a few camels, but surprisingly, not a huge flood of units just yet. So those castles coming up, and obviously those castles will be mostly for elephants, I imagine. We've got Japanese in this game, so Japanese gonna die pretty quickly to mass elephants, I feel. They're opting to go, well, Fëanor opting to go for champions in the south, where up in the north, well, sorry, on the west, we've got Rox going for halberdier at the moment. Perhaps in anticipation of those elephants coming out. We've got a few arbalests from Rox as well, and he is mixing it up with those barracks and archery ranges, trying to do a mix of both to counter these champions, I imagine. Now, the thing with deathmatch is not to neglect economy. It's so important to get TCs up quickly, and it's really interesting because not many random map players play deathmatch, and it is a different kind of style of game. It is very different. It feels very different, and it's much higher paced. It's very much, well, not high, I guess it is higher paced because you play it on fast speed, but making sure you get that economy up is so crucial. So far, Sandstripe Fëanor running in with those champions, not doing a huge amount of damage, killing 1 villager, I think. Getting some early villager kills is really important as well, actually. You stop your opponent making buildings, get them population blocked, stop them from building archery ranges and stuff. That speed there is so crucial. We've got forward coming in from Sandstripe on this top side, and at the moment, sorry, on this bottom side, at the moment on the top, not a lot of action going on there. Cloud building some forward castles to secure the resources, and we've got TCs and siege workshops coming up from Anton. But yeah, Bender with the 6 castles here, mass elite war elephant production. Of course, camels out from Cloud here. +4/+4 bloodlines as well, so they are going to be trying to counter the war elephants with the camels. We got heavy scorpions out for the Persians, so this is such a gold heavy, gold intensive build. Bender quickly seeding up these farms and TCs at the back of his base, food heavy as well, and in fact Anton Bender down to 175 food already. His food count just destroyed in an instant by that elephant production, but he has got a lot of elephants queued up, and they will be pushing out across the map. Elephants here probably going to be key to being able to push forward the best. Meanwhile, in the south, we've got Sandstripe Fëanor with that score lead, and he seems to be overwhelming Rox already. My goodness me, pushing forwards with a huge number of units. We've got even Samurai being mixed in here, and Rox, wow, just nothing back here at all to stop this push, it seems. Castle on the front from Rox going to get taken down. We got forward castles and forward siege workshops from Sandstripe Fëanor coming up, and that castle from Rox on the hill getting cut down pretty quickly as well. Meanwhile, on the north of the map, Bender looking very good with those war elephants. He seems to have the numbers advantage. Those scorpions at the back laying in some huge damage as well from both players, but Bender surely with the most elephants here. Now I've got to think, adding in a few more Siege units would be great for dealing with the castles, of course. The war elephants can tank the castles anyway, but taking them out is going to be important, and I expect to see, we will see some either trebs or rams coming out soon to deal with the castles as well. But Bender looking fantastic in the top, but Fëanor looking even better in the south. Rocks here, not really much eco from him at all so far, and at the moment he is just trying to cling to his hill and push Fëanor back. Fëanor adding in some onagers, bringing forwards the trebs as well, and he's going to be looking to hold on to his hills as best he can. Probably bring in a treb up here to try and hit these castles from the top. But Rocks being pummeled hard by Sandstripe at the moment, and in the north, Bender is still pushing forwards way more elephants, I think, than Cloud can cope with at this point in time. And Cloud must be low on food, but he has no farms yet. His farm production is so slow, whereas Bender, 3 TCs up already, more on the side, more farms everywhere. His macro skills have been fantastic in this game, really building those that eco up very quickly, and that of course is going to allow him to build more elephants in the long run. That castle probably not going to go up for Cloud on that top side there, as Bender just pushes forwards with more and more elephants in the north. But my goodness me, Fëanor looking fantastic on this bottom side. Rocks has managed to mass a few more units now though, getting his eco up and running in the south here. But I've got to say, Fëanor at the moment must have that population advantage. He's 138 pop versus the 76 for Rocks at the moment, and in the north, Bender 145 pop versus Cloud's 79, 81 now, but seriously, almost double the population for Bender in the north versus Cloud. Cloud being pushed back incredibly fast, and I can hear some siege rams somewhere. I'm pretty sure I can hear a ram, but I cannot see a ram, so I'm unsure. In the south, though, there's onagers from Fëanor doing a huge amount of damage, and Fëanor nearly triple the population of Rocks at the moment, and that is GG. That is deathmatch, and Cloud and Rocks GGing out as they lose that game to Bender and Fëanor. A pretty quick game, but that was very, very good demonstration of deathmatch by these guys. Nice to see that Fëanor's been brought in for the deathmatch element. Good to see Bender managing to do amazing in RM and DM. He's just all round good, it seems. And I mean, his eco was great in that game, and I mean, you cannot underestimate how quickly your resources disappear in deathmatch. You think, oh, I've got so much resource at the start of the game, but no, it goes very, very quickly. And Cloud there, actually with quite a bit of food. I can only assume that Rocks sent him some, but Bender with like 600 food in the bank, 300 gold, but so much farm, and a lot more resource income, allowing him to take the advantage and push forwards. I think the main difference in the north there was that Bender got those castles up much sooner. He started with 6 castles straight away, whereas Cloud, 2 castles here and there, the third one here, another 2 on the front, but by the time these were up, Bender already had the elephant advantage.